So the Game Awards for 2025 will be taking place in December, but I think we already have our Game of the Year category, and surprisingly, I think an indie game is going to win. Not only win, most of the games nominated for Game of the Year will be indie games. Now, reviews are still coming in for Hollow Knight Silksong, but we know the hype was off the charts for this game. The original Hollow Knight came out 8 years ago, and it's not abnormal for an indie game to win Game of the Year because It Takes Two did win in 2021, and that game was amazing. And now only 5 critic reviews are in for Hollow Knight because Team Cherry decided not to give review copies out early, but you already see it's saying at a 98. I do believe this will fall around probably a 95, maybe 94, but either way, it will be the highest rated game of the year outside of The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild Switch 2 editions, which to me don't count. And when you look at the list of what'll probably be in there, like I said, Hollow Knight Silksong will be in there. These are the other best rated games. Expedition 33 was the favorite all year since it came out. That's in at a 93. That's an indie game. Blueprints possibly may be in. That's one of the best rated games that got a 92. Split Fiction, great. We mentioned It Takes Two earlier, and Swift Fiction comes from the same creators. And then Donkey Kong Bonanza, which a lot of people really, really put very high, even over Expedition 33, which is not an indie game, but I believe it will be in the Game of the Year category. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is also very, very highly rated by a lot of people. Another indie game. However, I do not know if it's going to make it. I think it should and probably take out Blueprints from the final six. And then you have Death Stranding 2 as well. So possibly, I don't know, it might all depend on Ghost of Yote's scores, but I think the final six will be Expedition 33, Hollow Knight Silksong, Death Stranding 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Split Fiction, and then Donkey Kong Bonanza. But of course, it's still too early to tell, but I do believe Ghost of Yote is the only other game that will possibly make it to Game of the Year status as far as reviews go. But you guys let me know in the comment section below. How do you feel about the indies taking over this year, and what do you think is going to win Game of the Year at the Game Awards in December?